Want to get it out of the way here. I'm gonna be kind of shitting on the game a good bit here. Doesn't mean that I don't like anything, doesn't mean I'm not excited for it or enthused. This whole video is just an excuse to talk about a thing I'm excited for. But I want to voice my concerns and hoping that in the off chance that a Bungie developer comes across this minuscule channel, maybe they'll see that I'm just a voice of reason to make them change some things that I'm not super excited for. So, starting things off, criticism number one is the heroes and hero shooter stuff. Bungie has said that it's not a hero shooter, it's more of a class shooter thing, but at the end of the day, it's still set heroes, set looks, set personalities and voices and such, all tied to these named characters, and you can't really customize that. Sure, they say there'll be things you can do to customize it, but I'm willing to bet that it's probably just gonna be like lame ass Fortnite skins where it's just you click a button and it automatically applies the full cosmetic set for whatever theme. Like that kind of blows. Personally, which I don't think this is gonna happen. I do think this is one of the few criticisms I have that the game's so late into development for that I'm just cooked. I'm gonna have to put up with it. But do seriously think it is a total fucking missed opportunity, right? With the customization system. Like, I get it, they want their classes to be identifiable at a distance, but that doesn't mean that they couldn't do stuff with it. They could have given, like, each character their own set body type. The head of the soldier guy is wider and has a tougher silhouette. The stealth dude always has a little cloak over him. Like, Bungie has proven that they can make you, like, have a whole bunch of customizable armor pieces that are set to these classes and look different. Like, they did this with Destiny. The Hunter, Wizard, and Titan, that was the third one, they all look different from afar. In the PvP mode, you can always tell who's playing what, but just by at a glance, you know? And I think it would have been cool if they did a Halo 3 sort of thing, where it's each class has a set body type, a generic body type that just works for them, and then you can change their voice to be whatever you want. You can change their helmet, like no helmet, maybe it's got like a character customization similar to how Destiny 2 does it. Let you change your shoulder pads out, just do a little mixing up for the chest. Like, they could have done some cool stuff with that, and it's a real shame that they just went down the boring ass, at least in my opinion, hero shooter route. Next thing I'm gonna say is a bit of a mix between positive and negative. Sometimes this game looks fucking amazing. Other times this game looks like abysmal dog shit. I'm not talking about the gameplay, this is solely the aesthetics and vibes, but like, sometimes this game has a really cool and interesting art style, and sometimes it just looks really flat and cartoony and stupid, and there's a pretty large disparity in the quality between indoors and outdoor areas, because like the indoor areas, they look really good. They've got great lighting, the materials don't look out of place, it looks great. Maybe some of them are a little too clean, but hey, and then you go outdoors and it's like there's no texture. Everything feels super flat and cartoony, and I feel like I've said that before, but that's just kind of how it looks, and I wish they'd just put a little more work into that. And I saw someone else mention how the water, I think it's a shader, just doesn't look like water. It's just like an opaque white sheet placed on the ground that things kind of clip into. Like, it doesn't look super great. I don't want to overuse the term, but another thing that definitely contributes to the overall flat look when you're outside is how the lighting interacts with things, because it really is not flattering outdoors. Indoors, once again, it looks really, really good, but outdoors, it's lacking big time, and I really do hope that they spiffy it up a little before the game fully launches, because that's something pretty big. my final little bit that I have to say about how the game looks so far is just that I hope they touch it up a little. Like, I don't want any crazy overhauls to anything. I just want, like, maybe some slightly different textures, change how much lighting, like, direct light shines on an object, you know? Just do little touches here and there to make things really come together. Outside of that, I think this game looks great. They just have, like, aside from those little touches, I think this game looks really, really good, and it could look really, really good all the time, and I hope they do make that happen. Moving on to my last and probably smallest complaint about the actual game is, like, the way you die. You disintegrate into all the little, like, cubes and digital stuff. I think that looks really weird. I've seen a lot of other people say, like, it doesn't look super great. It looks computery, and this is supposed to be, like, the actual world and not a computer simulation. You disintegrate like that, and it looks kind of dumb. That and the comically large Apex Legends style duffel bags that drop for people to loot. Like, it's something really small, like it's not game breaking, but I feel like it'd be pretty cool if they could just make the loot bags you drop like a backpack instead of the stupidly big bag that makes no sense. And for corpses, they could just make it so that they stick around for like a minute or two, and then it'd be a bit more work because they'd have to make a new thing instead of just the cube animation effects that play. But they could have it like decompose into like I don't know, just to dissolve over time or something. But keep the corpses around, they add to the mood, you know? And here's the last complaint period. It's more about how Bungie is marketing the game, because they keep saying and showing people saying, like when they had the creator gameplay reveal, they had this one guy said something about how the game was literally groundbreaking, and I thought I remember seeing Bungie say something along the lines of like they're doing things that have never been seen before, and then they followed that up with basically nothing for no reason apparently. And it's like, come on, show us some of this really fucking cool stuff. So far you've just kind of showed us meh, like, and I get they don't want to spoil everything, but come on, put your money where your mouth is, show us something cool instead of the normal-ish parts. Like, I have no doubt that these really cool things are in the game. It's just Bungie's not showing it to us for some reason, and it's just kind of lame. Starting off on the good things, I have no doubt the game's at least gonna be, like, solid. It might not be my type. I'm not gonna go around telling all my friends, like, hey, this is a super amazing game until I get to play it and judge it for myself, but at the very least, it is objectively going to be like an alright, refined, nice feeling game, even if it's not really my style or to my liking. And now that I've mentioned something kind of dumb that Bungie's marketing team has done, time to mention something really good. The ARGs and that cinematic, they're fucking amazing. Those have made me think that at the very least this game's story is going to be really fun to follow from a distance, because that cinematic looks so fucking good and is really fucking solid. The ARG had a lot of cool story things and a whole lot of other just cool shit to do. Like, as my interest was waning in that gameplay reveal, it absolutely came back when they started that cinematic. It looks fucking amazing. It sounds fucking amazing. Like, it is just a 10 out of 10 thing, and if they keep giving us more stuff like that, that is gonna be really, really fucking cool. Something really fun about this game is how absolutely eager people are to give it only shit and just assume that this game is going to be the worst thing ever of all time. Like, the comments section on the absolutely amazing cinematic that I adore is filled with people just saying, like, stupid ass things Like, I saw some guy say something along the lines of, they haven't even started writing the narrative yet. And I was like, where have you seen this? They've clearly started writing the narrative. Have you been paying attention to anything of this game? It has been, like, almost entirely narrative. We got more narrative. We got narrative before we got gameplay. As, other people saying, like, a lot of people saying stupid shit, like, no one asked for this. And it's like, you're okay, say that under the gameplay reveal, alright? That's fair. Don't go to the absolutely badass cinematic with really cool things that I think make for a really memorable and kind of unique sci-fi dystopian universe. Like, that's so fucked up. But yeah, this has been my excuse to ramble on about Marathon to the public and get it all out of my system so that I don't annoy my friends by yapping about this game for pretty much until it fucking the alpha comes out and I can hopefully play it. If you were dragged through the door by the YouTube algorithm by watching marathon stuff, I hope you enjoyed. If you're my usual audience, let me know if you want me to keep going on these stupid ass ramblings. Bye bye.